IT teacher. What's your responsibility?
Well, my main responsibility as an IT teacher is to teach a lot of students. I teach roughly 300 students in primary, 30 students in pre-primary, and 40 students in middle school. So I teach roughly 400 students every week. In addition, I also teach one of the 2 robotics CCAs and kind of lead the robotics program at the school. So my main responsibility is helping students to be aware of how to use computers well, how to look for information on the internet, how to protect themselves while on the internet, and otherwise guide them in the integration of technology in all the things that they do at school.
What do you have to learn, and how long does it take to learn it?
The stuff
that you learn, obviously.
Well, actually, I didn't study computer science in school, mostly. My first degree was in sociology and education, and even though I did take 1 or 2 courses in computers, it was very different because in those days it was programming big computers, not so much using microcomputers as we have now. On the other hand, there are a lot of people now who, in preparing to be a teacher, actually do learn how to use computers in teaching. So what they would learn would be things like some software, just so they have an experience of different kinds of software which are good for kids, word processors, spreadsheets, that kind of thing. They would learn how to show students how to find information on the internet, how to evaluate the information for reliability, and how to make sure that the kids are understanding what they're reading. They would learn how to teach cyber safety and cyber citizenship so that they are nice to people, they're not cyber bullying and that kind of stuff online. They would learn how to not plagiarize, not copy information without giving credit. So those are some of the things. In addition, in my case, I'm interested in robotics, which is a related area. So you might learn as well how to teach robotics to children in university.
Okay.
How long does it take? Most programs to train teachers are 3 to 4 years.
And I've heard you're doing your master's or something. How long? A doctorate, yes.
You've done your master's, sorry.
How long does that take? And
Well, I've been in university for a while, so I have a 4-year Bachelor of Arts, a 1-year Bachelor of Education, about almost 2 years to get my Master's of Education, another 2 years for a graduate diploma, which actually was in teaching with technology. And now I'm working on my doctorate, which is also going to be related to technology in education, focused on robotics in education. So far I've been studying part-time for 3 years, and probably it'll take me another couple more to finish. Then you have to call me Dr. Evil, and not just Mr. Evil.
Dr. Mr. Evil. What is a brief explanation of the internet to you?
A brief description. Well, the internet, the inter part means between, and net was a short term for networks. So it's between networks, and what it meant was that all the different networks around the world were interconnected to each other through cabling and microwave and satellite communication. So that's why when we go from our network at school, we have a network, you can get information from other networks which host the information. So the internet is a big network of networks that span the globe.
Okay.
what do you think? Do you think internet is important for education?
Yes, I do. Mainly because it's obviously a very important source of information now. And so people in education, students, need to learn how to use that because they will be using the internet in their work lives as well, and personal lives.
Do you think the internet is going to have a big role in the future?
Definitely, it has a big role now, and it will get bigger as more people get onto it and more information gets onto it, and we can do more things on the internet.
Do you think the internet is good or bad?
Well, like most things, it can be good or bad. It really depends on how you use it. It's possible for us to lose some measure of privacy because so much information about each of us is on the internet. It's possible for people to use the internet to planned crimes or other not such good things. On the other hand, it can be good for a lot of things. It can provide a lot of information to people who need the information. It can help make education better and more interesting. It can help business be more effective and efficient. So it's not so much the internet which is good or bad, it's how it's used.
What would you change about the internet if you could?
Not sure I would change that much. It's kind of hard to predict how it's going to go. Maybe I would like to protect my privacy more, which is going to be challenging on the internet. Maybe I would like to make it a bit easier to use, because sometimes finding information, and especially finding reliable information, can be difficult or challenging. But I wouldn't change too much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.